There's a saying that cities never truly die. They just wait to be reinvented. For years, the subterranean corridors beneath Blok M in South Jakarta were a testament to urban decay, a forgotten artery in the city's complex heart. It was dark, empty, and largely avoided. But today, if you descend the stairs, you won't find ghosts. You will find life. It is December 27th, a holiday afternoon. The sun is beginning to set over Jakarta, but down here, the lights are blazing. What was once dismissed as a dead mall has staged an unlikely resurrection. This is the story of Jakarta's underground mall that simply refused to fade away. It is 5 p.m., and the energy here is undeniable. As we navigate through the tunnel, connecting the transport terminal to the MRT station, the silence of the past has been replaced by a cacophony of commerce and conversation. The corridor is packed. Families enjoying the holiday break, office workers on their commute, and groups of teenagers weave their way through a sea of plastic stools and steaming woks. While you can still find vendors selling affordable shoes, bags, and clothing, the soul of this revival is undoubtedly culinary. The air is thick with the savory scent of grilling meat and spices. It has transformed into a subterranean food haven, a place where appetite and nostalgia meet beneath the city streets. Look at the lines. They snake around corners for stalls that have become local legends. There is Renald, famous for its chicken dishes, drawing crowds willing to wait patiently for a taste. You see people clustering around Ngayamin and nasi koko, or grabbing a quick bite at baka baka wings. It is unpretentious, chaotic, and utterly charming, the kind of place where regulars and first-timers share the same cramped tables. Perhaps the most attractive aspect for the crowds here is the accessibility. The average price for a hearty meal sits around 30,000 rupiah. For international viewers, that converts to roughly $1.90. To find a feast of this, quality for under $2, in the middle of a metropolitan capital is rare, and it fuels the bustling economy we see right now. To understand the significance of this crowd, we have to look back. If you visited this exact spot in the late 1990s or early 2000s, the vibe was entirely different. This was the epicenter of Jakarta's youth subculture. Blok M Mall was the place to be before the holidays. In the days leading up to Lebaran or Eid, you could barely move through these hallways. But it wasn't just about holiday shopping. This was the capital of counterculture merchandise. It was where you came to hunt for band t-shirts, Metallic, Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi. If you were a music fan in Jakarta 2 decades ago, this underground maze was your sanctuary. A place where you could try on a version of yourself that didn't exist anywhere else in the city. However, as consumer habits shifted toward expansive, air-conditioned mega malls and online shopping, Blok M Underground began a slow, painful decline. Shops shuttered. Rolling doors rusted shut. For years, it earned the melancholic nickname of a ghost mall, a hollow shell serving only as a grim passageway for commuters, rushing to get somewhere else. So, what changed? The revival we are witnessing isn't accidental. It is the result of infrastructure meeting culture. The arrival of MRT Jakarta breathed new oxygen into the area, turning Blok M into a vital transit hub once again. With every train arrival, a new wave of potential customers spills into these corridors. The Jakarta provincial government has increasingly positioned this area as a transit-oriented, creative district, a node where movement, culture, and everyday life intersect. You can see this vision reflected in the revitalization of Blok M Hub, the nearby parks and seasonal events like the Jakarta Christmas Market, which help draw people back into the neighborhood instead of merely moving through it. For travelers exploring Jakarta, this hidden layer of the city is incredibly easy to reach. You don't need a taxi to find it. You can arrive via the Trans-Jakarta bus system, which terminates right above, or take the modern MRT line to Blok M BCA station. Within minutes, you descend from sleek platforms into this dense, flavorful underworld of stalls and stories. If you are enjoying this glimpse into Jakarta's urban revival and want to see more stories from the streets of Asia, consider subscribing to the channel. There are countless corners like this across the region, and each one reveals another side of how cities remember, forget, and reinvent themselves. As we walk toward the exit, leaving the noise of the food stalls behind, it is worth reflecting on the resilience of this space. Cities are living organisms. They contract and expand. They decay and regenerate. What looks abandoned today can be reborn tomorrow, given the right mix of people, policy, and persistence. Blok M Underground has shed its skin. It has traded Band 2 shirts for beef bowls and silence for laughter. It is no longer just a shortcut beneath the terminal. It is a destination in its own right. For anyone in South Jakarta looking for an authentic, affordable meal, this is a must visit. Above us, the buses roar and the trains glide on their rails. But down here, beneath the concrete, the city has found a new rhythm. The ghost mall is dead. Long live the food haven.